Thanks. Next up, we have Dr. Abla Hasan speaking on curricular integration of Jadal in teaching Islam, a new vision for teaching Islam in the American classroom. And would you like to start with the video, or?
I'm going to introduce it. Thank you so much.
Sure. Just tell me when to press play and I will.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for the great first in-person presentation. It's such a great introduction to my presentation. I shared with you many of your concerns, and I'm going to be addressing that in my presentation. As a founder and the coordinator of the Arabic Studies program at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, I had the honor and the pleasure of proposing almost all courses we introduced in the Arabic Studies program. I had the honor also of teaching almost all these courses. But today I'm going to be sharing with you a special course I'll be teaching only for 2 times, which had a huge impact and which speaks to some of the concerns we were sharing since today. The course is Arab 314 Global Islam and Debates. I'm going to share with you a short video, 2 minutes, just to share with you the positive energy in the class. This is not a staged video or anything. I have a lot of these videos taken by many times my learning assistant Amani there, sometimes by me. You will see in this video Sam, Danny, and Furqan, they're going to speak, and in this video, they're going to be debating the other team, and we give them probably 2 or 3 minutes. One of the first topics we dealt with, which was the controversy whether Adam sinned in an earthly garden or in a heavenly garden. Just quick sharing from my class before I start.
That is the first place, so it's not possible. Then know that while Adam is holy, had a slow repetition by Allah, he's never judged as worthy, and so that once again just goes back to the same point. Thus it cannot be that they were in heaven. Another point is the Genesis 42:22 and 56:25. It describes that God will grant and permit any wish to Jannah, and that there is no sin or grueling or approach in heavenly Jannah. There's no 2 contradictions. First, Adam was in a heavenly Jannah, his desire and wish to approach the tree would have been admissible, but it is not. And otherwise, irrespectively, Adam should have not been believed as partially as he was, no matter what. Furthermore, 11:108 indicates that heaven is an entire and its occupants are eternal beings, and since heaven is the subset of that heaven, this must apply to them as well. However, then in that case, then Shaitan would not have been able to convince Adam successfully.
Okay, so my points are shorter. If God said to the Shaitan, or to Iblis, sorry, in heaven, get out there first. If God takes the Shaitan in heaven, why then would the Shaitan reserve or why would Iblis return as a tempter to Adam in a heavenly garden? Would make sense. I also want to bring up the point that Adam is created as, if you were to say that Adam was even created in heaven, maybe he's created from the dust of the earth, the soil of the earth. I think that would make sense more rather that from the beginning, Adam was on earth and his descendants would be on earth, because it just feels like a big transportation, like almost if you were to say like, he's created of the sand of the earth, God takes from sand of the earth, creates Adam, but now he's in Jannah, but he's kicked out again. And I think that you could even, maybe this is, maybe not everybody agrees with this, but you could even attempt to say like it could attempt to say that even that when Allah said that he like essentially breathes his soul into Adam, like maybe you could even think of this as Adam like standing on a mountain and the wind, like you feel the gust of wind, something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that it had to be in that place in order to have that divine presence for you.
If God said from the beginning that Adam is going to be a successor on earth, it doesn't make sense that back and forth between earth and heaven. But from the beginning, Adam was meant to be on earth. We were supposed to be the children of Adam on earth, obeying God on earth. It doesn't make sense that we'll be created in heaven, moved from heaven, moved to earth. And I'm really interested to hear your points on that.
Excellent.
Trust me, I can't speak as fast as they can. So this is part of what we do during debate days. And I just wanted to share some of the great energy students shared with me during the semester. So the class is Arab 313 Global Islam Current Debates, where students are introduced to this lost, vibrant tradition of Islam, jadal or argumentation. Books, papers, and interviews representing each side of major intellectual controversies are discussed through the semester. This discussion-based course provides an academic approach that investigates these scholarly debates and arguments in an ideology-free environment. For over centuries, thinkers in Islamic world could produce sophisticated theories of argumentation or jadal. Muslim theologians have always differed about their understanding of the religion, yet they conducted their debates with civility and mutual respect for each other's views, and this is what we wanted to revive in the classroom. The course brings back this tradition by introducing students to highly debated topics. The curriculum has adopted the same plan for each topic, and the total was 5 topics. We couldn't do more than 5 topics in the semester. The plan starts with a lecture on the affirmative side, where an argument where I introduce the affirmative side of the argument. So it's lecture-based the first day on a theme. The argument is presented along with quotes from scholars, classical and modern, supporting the argument. I have to pretend that I fully approve the argument. I do the opposite the next lecture. Then a second lecture presents the negative side of the argument and opposes it. Supporting scholarly quotes are used as well. The third class divides students into discussion groups for media analysis session. Students then watch short YouTube videos and interviews with the scholars, imams, presenting the affirmative argument and the negative argument, and they have to evaluate it and to give a score of 1 to 10, building their critical thinking abilities. Also, this is done in an effort to avoid any subconscious biases the course instructor, which is me, could express while presenting the affirmative side or the negative side of the argument. The topic, and this is my students' favorite, the topic ends with a statement day. Students are asked to write a 1-page statement presenting their side of the argument and include in that statement their strongest support for it. The class usually ends with dividing the class after listening to some students' individual statements from both sides to 2 teams that collectively engage in a team debate. I've been, as I shared with you, teaching this course for 2 times so far. Students have been responding with amazing energy and excitement. In the video, you've seen some students, like 3 students sitting on the side. So in addition to full student attendance, I always had guests visiting the class. My cousin, my neighbor, my roommate, they heard about the class, they just want to visit. And many times we ask them to serve as judges. So they judge the debate. Now, on the pedagogical approach and the idea behind it, I do believe in a much needed pedagogical curricular intervention in teaching the Islamic tradition in Islamic studies courses in North America. Therefore, I was very excited for sharing about this course in this conference. The intervention starts by prioritizing the need for a full activation of the students' critical thinking and analytical reading abilities. This intervention should start by acknowledging this intervention as an intervention from within the Islamic culture, from within the vibrant debates and respectful debates Islamic scholars had and shouldn't be seen as only as a response to the critical, to the historical critical method, which was first advocated for by pioneers of the revisionist school of Islamic studies in the West. Teaching a curriculum that deeply engages students with the contemporary world via the discussion of theological dilemmas that classical Kalam theology and Islamic philosophy were occupied with could and should be prioritized to teaching theology as a class of history, a pattern which has occupied the way Islam is commonly taught in North America. I will end the same way I started, by sharing some quotes from some current students, the same class I shared the video with. I'm sad I won't be able to share all the wonderful feedback from everyone. I picked some quotes from Muslim and non-Muslim students. Amani says, I'll keep quoting and please, you can stop me once the time is over. Amani says, and I'm quoting, I love global Islam current debates for many reasons. Firstly, this course was designed in a way to push both Muslim and non-Muslim students to critically think about their preconceived beliefs about Islamic philosophies and rulings. Dr. Abla Hasan created a positive space for us as students to form educated opinions on various controversial topics in Islamic exegesis, and to challenge one another in a way that is productive and respectful, rather than hostile and adversarial. This environment differs a lot from the unfortunately common norm of silencing the challenges of mainstream perspectives. This class renewed my hope that students of Islam will consider hearing from both the popular and unpopular Islamic philosophers. Zareen writes, this class has been an eye-opening and transformative experience for me. This class is a space where every opinion is valued. The interactive approach encourages us to explore different perspectives, question assumptions, and engage truly with the subject matter. It's not just about learning the facts of Islam, it's about developing the ability to think independently. Most favorite class so far. Malak writes, Islam should be discussed the same way it's taught in this class, because the statement, don't you think, was said so many times in the Quran. Islam allows and encourages humans to think and question everything. This makes safe spots like this class important. If any religion was made to blindly follow texts, then critical thinking would disappear slowly and religions will become cults. Ending with a quote from Kate, this class is different than other religious studies classes because we learn through engaging with one another in thoughtful debates. I've learned so much about Islam faith and I'm eager to learn more. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest in hearing from teachers. Thanks.